from Nuttall. Super excited to have you guys join us here. Also super excited. Hello, I don't know if I need to start over. Sorry, this is Denise from Nuttall's. I'm super excited to have you guys here today, and I have some special guests joining me that I'm not going to spoil the excitement. I'm going to let them tell you what they're going to talk about. I have Stephanie from Benartex, and I have Kimberly from OESD. Thank you guys so much for taking your time out to join us today here at Nuttall's. I'm going to let you take it away. Stephanie, I think you're first, yes?
I think I am. Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie Sheridan. I'm with Benartex. I'm the marketing coordinator there. I'm also a pattern designer and a quilt maker. And when I heard about the Harry Potter fabrics, which we're going to be talking about today, I was really excited. I've been a Harry Potter fan for all of my life, and I was really excited to see the new fabrics and to be able to create projects with Harry Potter fabrics. So let's dive into some of the projects, and I've got a bunch of stuff to show you. The first one is a quilt that uses the pillow panel. So the Harry Potter line, there are 10 SKUs plus an apron panel, which I'll show you. There are also 4 different 108-inch wide backings that are Harry Potter themed. And there is a basics collection called Magical Basics that blends perfectly with the Harry Potter fabrics. And Nuttall's has it all. So the first quilt I'm going to show you is called Wands at the Ready. It uses the pillow panel in a different way. You can absolutely make pillows with it. You can see pillows on the bed behind me, and I'll show those to you also. But I decided to do something a little different with that pillow panel, and I created a quilt. So here is the quilt. And my screen is not big enough to show you the whole quilt, but you can get the idea. So I chopped up the panel and then blended it with some of the other prints to create a really great quilt with a pillow panel. And you can also see back here some of the great pillows that you can create from that pillow panel as well. So again, that quilt's name was Wands at the Ready. And the 3 quilts that I'm showing you today, all 3 of them are free patterns that are available on the Benartex website. So another quilt that I created is called Magical Moments. And this one uses our Magical Basics along with one of those 108-inch wide backings. So here you can see the whole quilt. It's just a nice little wall hanging quilt. And I use the 108-inch wide in the center and also on the back. So this pattern is called Magical Moments. And then here I have the apron. This comes in a panel with everything you need to create a really great apron. And it is printed on a duck cloth. So it has some texture to it, and it's very sturdy. So that is the Wands at the Ready apron panel. Let's see, what else do I have?
I love that all those projects seem so easy and quick.
Absolutely. Yeah, these are
so they
absolutely
can
perfect for holiday projects.
Whip up their Harry Potter gear.
Yep. We also partnered with Buckleby Bags to create these Harry Potter tennis shoes. And the pattern for these is called the Happy Feet Quilted Sneakers. Aren't those fantastic? And I don't know if you can see on the back. I also wanted to create a whole bedroom scape. So I created this lampshade that you see behind me. And all I did was I took 2 of the prints and sewed them together and then finished all the edges. and placed it on a lampshade that I had purchased online and created a lamp, and then it just Velcros together back here. So you can have a lampshade in your bedroom. And then
how clever.
We also created a robe, because what would a wizard be without their robe, right? So we have a robe. And this was a simplicity pattern that we just created the robe for. We also have pillowcases. And again, I used one of the wide backs and the Magical Basics to create pillowcases. This is a great, quick, easy project. It's a great learn to quilt project. I used the burrito method, and then I used the Magical Basics for the sleeve and the flange here. So this is a great, great kids project, a learn to sew project.
Awesome.
And the piece de resistance of the Harry Potter collection for me is the Hogwarts Hijinks quilt. So this one uses all of the fabrics in the collection, plus some of our basics, the Shadow Blush collection, which I'm sure Nuttles has because it's one of our most popular basics. And this one can be done almost as block of the month style, because there's 3 different blocks and you make them in 4 different colors, one for each house of Harry Potter's Hogwarts school. And you can see there's the second one, and then down at the bottom is the 3rd block. And this is called Hogwarts Hijinks. It is an extra long twin / full-sized quilt when it's finished. And it's just a really great project. And my favorite part of this whole project, I'm going to hold the quilt up close. And this is a perfect segue into Kimberly's segment, because they OESD quilted this for us. And I don't know if you can see the quilting design, but that is one of the Harry Potter themed quilting designs that OESD has. So those are just some of the projects you can make with all of these amazing Harry Potter fabrics. And one last thing to tell you about, Benartex is doing a Spellbound Stitch Off. You can visit our website for details. We're running it through the month of November. So if you create a beautiful project with our Harry Potter fabrics, go to Nuttles, get your fabrics, go home, create a project, and post it on social media. We're giving away a 1-yard cut of all of the Harry Potter fabrics. So you can find more details about the Spellbound Stitch Off on the Benartex website, which is benartex.com. So I hope everyone enjoyed seeing all of the Harry Potter fabrics and in their projects. And I can't wait to see what you create.
It makes me want to become a Harry Potter fan. It's so cool, all the fun stuff that you did. Thank you so much for sharing all of that.
Thanks, Denise.
And welcome, Kimberly. You've got some more inspo to show us, I'm sure.
I do. And so what I thought I would start out with is I'm just going to share my screen because I made a PowerPoint. And what I really focused on was the embroidery designs. But first, I'm just so excited and honored to be here. So my name is Kimberly Dodson, and I am sales manager at OESD. And so when I was when everyone at Nuttles reached out to us and asked us to be a part of this, of course we're going to say yes, because number one, we Nuttles is a really great partner with us, and we also want to share all the new Harry Potter. So I'm going to show you the embroidery designs. And as I was watching Stephanie's presentation, I was looking at the different projects she was doing, and my head was already thinking of, oh, we could put embroidery there, or we could put embroidery there. And then, of course, at the end, she showed the quilting. And so in our long arm division of our company, I believe we have 2 Harry Potter long arm quilting designs. So those are also available. And of course, you can get those through Nuttles as well. So I'm going to share my screen. And so let's see here. Find my, and of course, it's always easy until it disappears. There's what I want to share. Okay, I think we are there, and we'll start out here. Okay, hopefully everyone can see what I'm sharing. We tested it and it worked in the background. So, all right, so I'm just gonna go through our, the collections that we have. I had, I look at them all the time, but as I was getting ready for this, I thought, oh my goodness, I feel like we have even more than I even remembered, even, though I've downloaded all of them and stitched many of them out. But we'll start out with the mythical magic crests. And this collection includes 5 designs. It's $24.99. And as we're going through, just know you can, when this event is over, you can get all of these collections from Nuttles. So if you want to jot down names, or I put the design collection number on the screen. And of course, this, will be, you'll be able to watch this again later. So if you miss something, you'll be able to find it. So this is the Mythical Magical Crest, which includes 5 designs. And this one is only $24.99. And these are fairly large collections. And of course, after watching Stephanie, I'm like, okay, this could go on a quilt, this could go on a quilt, this could go on a pillowcase. And then I saw that robe, and I thought, oh, there's so many things that could go on the robe. But you can get as creative as you want with these. This is Life at Hogwarts. And I think these are so fun. There are 10, and you have the scarves, you have the sorting hat, so the golden snitch, there's just all the things that you envision when you're thinking of Harry Potter. And then these are the watercolor icons. One of the things that amazes me about our digitizers is how they can make thread look like it's a watercolor painting. So look here at how many designs you get in this collection. So this one is $59.99. But you've got, the house emblems, you've got, the train, the platform, 9 3/4, so many different things. There's the Hogwarts, just everything you think of related to Harry Potter, but in watercolor. And you'll see throughout this that they've done a lot of these designs just in a different style. So depending on your taste or what you're putting it on, you can decide, which one you're going to do with each project. So here we have the icons in line art. So here, you're seeing similar things. We've got, is that Crookshanks? I always mess up the names. I think that's what his name is, but you've got the luggage and the train, just everything you think of with Harry Potter. And then these are the house animals. So we focused on the different animals, and it's just, very tone on tone. So easy to stitch. These I have seen put on scarves. I've seen them added to tote bags. One thing that I did learn when I stitched them out for myself, we have a product called Top Cover. It's a permanent topper, so you'd stabilize, with whatever stabilizer you would normally use, depending on what you're stitching out. But the top cover goes on top of your fabric, and it prevents shadowing through. And I noticed that these looked just more vibrant when I added the top cover. So it comes in a variety pack of multiple colors, which is good because you're going to need 4 colors for this collection, because you need the red, the blue, the green, and the yellow. But you would use whichever color of top cover goes with your thread that would match your thread. And then we have the baby Hogwarts. Some of the baby ones are just adorable. So here we've got all of our houses, but the baby versions, and they're just so cute. So if you have, maybe a new little baby in your life, or someone, even a toddler, these would be fun to put on a bib, or decorate, maybe a corner of a baby blanket, or, burp cloths, or diaper bags. There's so many things that you could do, or even make like a cute little, wall hanging or something in their room. But I've seen a lot of people doing Harry Potter themed baby rooms, baby showers, you name it. So this would be a fun one to base the theme off of.
And those would look great stitched out on the Magical Basics.
Oh, good call. Yes. And then these are the charming Hogwarts crests. So like I said, we have so many of these, but more designs than I even remembered. But we've got the 4 houses, and with their crests, and so you can see what how cute they are. They stitch out so well, and Harry Potter fans are definitely in heaven between OESD and Benartex. And here are the Hogwarts mascots. And once again, I used the top cover stabilizer, topper, when I stitched these out, and they were more vibrant, but these are really fun. I like how they have the little, the descriptions of each house, so that you can add that. And and I've also seen these on everything from jackets to tote bags to scarves, you name it. They stitch great on everything. And then these are the house traits. Oh, and that one is, I believe, I think it has 2 design collections. I didn't, or it might be in here somewhere, but in the wrong place. But I believe there are 2 collections in there, but they're very large collections, or very large designs. This one looks really great on the back of a denim jacket. And then I think these are my favorites, the chibis. They're so adorable. They're just like little baby, like the Japanese cartoon style Harry Potter, and you've got all of his friends there. And even the Hogwarts chibi style. So if you have someone that likes that Japanese style artwork, we've got them covered too. And these are applique, just so you know. And so many of them, not all of them, but many of them, because they're applique, could be created as patches. And so, another idea, if you're looking for something to put on a project that you can't embroider, is difficult to get into your machine. And then these are and I have this in the wrong name. That is not the appliques. These are line art of the crests. I think actually, nope, that's not it. I was going to say it might have just been backwards, but nope, these are the line art crests. And these are also very large designs. There's 2 in this collection. And then we have the house champions. So you have the little banners. I think this would be fun if you were having a party, like a Harry Potter party, and you were trying to divide houses up. And so you had maybe these on their napkins, or something, like a table marker or something, so that they knew which house they belonged to at your party. But the round ones can also be done as patches. So if you want to put them on a backpack, or anything like that that's difficult to embroider. And then these are the magic wands, and there is a magic wand for everyone, plus the Harry Potter theme, or the Harry Potter logo is included in this collection. And if you're looking for the long arm designs, just so you know, that Harry Potter logo looks like that. That's what, one of the long arm collections, it's that logo, just the Harry Potter stitched out as edge to edge. So So if you have a long arm machine and you want to do your quilt, that's one of the options that you have. And then we have the banners. So these are tiling scenes. If you don't know what a tiling scene is, OESD makes a lot of tiling scenes, and they are done, and we have one for every house, but they are done in small sections and then sewn together. So you can actually get a large, design when you're done. So these are about the size of a typical garden flag once they're done. And so you could hang them, on your front door, or you could just make a really, really cool wall hanging, on display, because you get all 4 of them. They're each $24.99, but like I said, these are large collections because there's multiple designs that you sew together to make the entire tiling scene. So but you can get one for each house. They're sold individually. So you've got all of them: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. They are very quick to stitch out. If you have never made a tiling scene before, I would say this is a good starter one, because there's not very many tiles in them and they don't have a lot of stitches. So you can kind of get your feet wet on them and learn how the tiling scene process works without being overwhelmed with something that, has over 1 million stitches in it. So if you're like me and you've made, every single tiling scene that OESD's come out with, some of them multiple times, this was one of those like, oh, I could get one of these done in a day. And I really did. It took me, a day, I kind of focused on it, but, to stitch them out and put sew them together, it didn't take long at all. And then, of course, I wanted to, finish it up with, I think this is one of the most amazing things that OESD has ever come out with. It's a freestanding Hogwarts. It is the largest freestanding structure that we have ever done. And I wanted to, just before, I sign off here, I wanted to show you a video so you can really see up close the detail in this. So I'm hoping this video works. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Who's excited to stitch some Harry Potter?
I
am. So Stephanie,
that's awesome.
Are you already thinking about, like, I think that's one of the best parts of, being a sister company to Benartex is how often we do get to share the artwork. And so there's a coordinating fabric with the coordinating embroidery. And I don't know, I feel like that's just the added bonus to everything.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Being a sister company with OESD is fantastic, especially when we can partner on projects like this and create amazing things. And you were saying about, as you were showing all of the different embroidery designs, I was thinking to the projects that I had created, and I'm like, oh, we should do one of those with that embroidery, just like you were when you were looking at the quilts. So yeah, I definitely see more Harry Potter collaborative projects in the future.
Yes. Yeah, I can't wait to see what we all come up with. But yeah, I think it's a huge, bonus in our industry that we get to partner.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm excited because we have actually pulled off the heist of the century here at Nuttall's in Murray. I know they think that some jewelry was stolen from the Louvre, but we've actually stolen the Hogwarts castle, and we have it here in person at Nuttall's in Murray. So you'll have to come into the store and check it out. We also have the design collections available in stock. The hard copies of the design collections in stock. So yep, stop into Nuttall's and make sure to get all your gear, get your embroidery thread, get your stabilizer, and of course your fabric and designs to complete these awesome projects. So yep, everything is in stock now for you guys to get going with your creative juices.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what all of your customers create, Denise, because we just show them all the beautiful things and give them the tools, and then their creativity goes off the charts.
I'm excited to start embroidering.
Yeah, I think that we probably will all leave here wanting to make something, even us.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys for being here. I have a little delay in my screen, so I'm not sure. I'm trying not to interrupt anybody when they're speaking, but I appreciate you guys showing all of your talents. OESD has by far the best digitizing of any embroidery design company I have ever had experience to work products for us. And of course, Benartex fabrics have been a huge part of our business for as long as I've been selling fabric, which is a long time. So thank you both for being here, representing your companies and our partnership. Thank you guys for watching. If you have other questions, for sure, leave them in the comments or stop into any one of our locations. And yeah, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Denise. It was a pleasure to be here and to share all of the Harry Potter fun with all of your customers.
Yes. Thanks again for inviting us. This was a great opportunity. Thank you again.